Hi, Vavsaya. If you ask me when or if I create a game, what achievement or milestone I want that game to achieve? What is the level that I want the game to reach? Will it be a million sales or the game being a worldwide sensation among streamers and gamers, the game being number one on Steam, or anything like that? My answer would be my game having a fan game community. I think fan game communities is one of the purest form of dedication and pure love for an art or medium, because these people work day and night to develop a game that they don't have any right to sell. They cannot earn anything from the game. That game can be taken down immediately after launch, and many people might consider the game bad because it's a stolen game. Yet these people show their love for that particular game or light novel or anything like that, and keep working on them, innovate, create new ideas, and give the medium what they have to offer. I think if my game has a fan game community, I would be utterly honored. But not every company is. Companies like Nintendo just don't want anyone to even look at their games if it's not for the purpose of giving them money. One of these Nintendo abominations of a game is Pokémon. Pokémon is one of the most influential games of all time. For me, it kind of made my childhood. Being grown up in an environment where I never had access to any kind of digital or even analog kind of media, no TVs or anything, when I gained exposure to Pokemon, it kind of turned my world upside down. It showed me a world that I never thought was possible, and for that I have deep connection to the Pokemon anime specifically. But when the Ash retired from the anime, it kind of left a hole in the medium for me. I wanted more Pokemon content, and that got me into Pokemon games. But to be honest, the mainstream or the official Pokemon games suck. They are not what I expected for a Pokemon game. I used to imagine how a Pokemon game would be. Like, I was a child, oblivious. I never knew that Pokemon was a game first and then an anime. But I just thought it's a cartoon. I never knew what an anime was too. So it's like it's a cartoon. Imagine how a game would be if anime, if a game would be created for Pokemon. And when I got into the games, they were sucky. I played, Pokemon Fire Red. I think I played a modded version, a ROM hack of Fire Red as my first Pokemon game, and it was really nice. I quite enjoyed it. It was like a really refreshing experience for me. And then I heard about the Pokemon. At the time it was like the Let's Go Pikachu game, and I was like, oh my god, that's the same freaking story, just 3D graphics slapped on top, and Pokemon roaming in the real world. It was cool. It was a new thing after playing the Pokemon in grass thingy, and I was like, okay, new concept. And after that, when the games like Sword and Shield and recently Scarlet and Violet came out, I was really disappointed. The games sucked. They were the 3D graphics weren't not impressive for Nintendo, and that made me go toward the fan games, the ROM hacks and fan games. And oh my god, that was a whole new world. Games with innovations. A game called Pokémon Reloaded adds a real-time battle system, and the game was released back in 2007, I guess. I mean, way before Pokemon, announced the Legend Z2A game, which, by the way, promises to add a real-time-ish combat system. To be honest, taking a look at it, it doesn't really feel that impressive either. Even I would say the Pokemon Reloaded combat is slightly better. If it's given a little bit more time, it will get better. But today what I want to say is that a fan game community is amazing, and the Pokemon fan game community is insane. Especially for recent time, I've been seeing games from the Spanish fan game community of Pokemon, and they've been creating some amazing games. Pokemon games like Pokemon Uranium was amazing, and I play a game called Pokemon Eon Guardians. That was amazing. There were so many cool games like Pokemon Infinite Fusion adds infinite number of Pokemon. You can fuse two Pokemon, and it has like all of the Pokemons, and you can like fuse to create almost infinite number of combinations. And these games add something new. A recent game I saw was a Pokemon Giga Emerald, Gamma and Emerald. I don't know. I just forgot the name. And the game adds beautiful graphics to the Pokemon Emerald version. I mean, like I saw the graphics and I was like, oh my god, if this one has unique story, this is my favorite fan game. And oh my god, that it has a new story. It is amazing that the community is putting so much effort into a medium that is literally not trying to improve itself. I really am disappointed from the Game Freak. I don't know, maybe some of y'all really love the Pokemon games, but as a person who came from the anime to the games were really not that impressive. At first I really didn't even like the turn-based combat, but playing Pokemon Showdown and seeing all the competitive Pokemon stuff, that combat system looked really amazing. I think Pokemon official games lack so much story, so much depth. Some of the black and white versions, I would say, have really good depth, but the recent Scarlet and Violet is just a dog shit pile of open world slapped into Pokemon. I would say that Pokemon in roaming around in real world is cool, but I don't think the implementation that the official Pokemon games gave it is any impressive. Fan games, on the other hand, have crazy stories, from dark stories with killing and stuff, and with really lighthearted, cool stories that give you a really good time, to gaming unique concepts that you might not have ever thought could exist in the world of Pokemon. At the end, I would just want to say that if you are someone who is attached to the Pokemon fan game community or are working toward a Pokemon fan game, I just want to say that I have the deepest respect for you, because come on, these guys are not earning anything and their game might just get taken down, or they might never be able to release it. And if you are someone who plays mainstream Pokemon games and thinks that ROM hacks and Pokemon fan games or stolen media are not good, shame on you. Shame on you. I mean, at the very least, you should give it some of these games a try. And definitely, if I ever get a game to reach the level of Pokemon, I will literally ask the community to do what the fuck ever with it. Trust me, you can literally mark my words. And yeah, that's it for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.